Hey folks, Mr. Awesome Shine here, and welcome to part 3 of the Freedom Planet playthrough. Last part we was in a cavern, and now we're trying to escape through it. As I mentioned before, folks, since we're playing adventure mode, I want to say about a good 75% of the game is actually just story, and the rest of the 25% is just gameplay. I mean, you can play the game without story. It's called classic mode, but I decided, to just go ahead and give you guys the story mode just in case if you was interested in it. Even though I'm talking over it, you can see the text within it, so you're basically just getting the full story anyway. Or you could just search on YouTube for, non-commentary. But what's the fun in that? Anyway, folks, how are you doing today? I'm doing just fantastic. I just finished having a delicious breakfast, even though it's pretty late in the afternoon for me. But I decided to have breakfast anyway. Just call it a quick brunch. Scrambled eggs, sausage, toast, that good stuff. Glass of orange juice. Yeah, just call it. That's a great morning to me. But anyway, yeah, that's the third character that you can play with. I'm still butcher her name. I forgot her name. Well, I don't. I didn't forget her name. I just it's Mila. I think that's how she pronounced it. You'll hear it within a couple of seconds, but I think it's Mila. But yeah, she's the third. I'm gonna just go with that. But she's the third character that you can play with, and some people consider her the hard mode of the game. I don't know. I just think she's tied with Carol in that spot. Anyway, as I mentioned before in the second and first part, this game is just seeks a lot of charm within the character and the dialogue. You can see Carol making a face, but yeah, it's Mila. But yeah, I like how the character makes faces and stuff like this in the character style, and they have a very anime look to them. But I think I mentioned this before in the previous parts. But me being an artist, I like stuff like that, so I can definitely appreciate other artists' work. As I could definitely appreciate that. People putting time and creativity into art. I can appreciate that, considering myself as one. So kudos to the people who wrote the story and whatnot. So yeah, but all in all, as some people could say, the story is pretty much all over the place. Like I stated before, when I was playing it, my mind was not really focused on the story. I was usually doing something else when the story was going on. I was more worried about, actually playing the game. I just pressed whatever button that needed to press when they were done speaking. So I was usually like on my phone or something. But um, yeah, but the story, it's all right. I understand the basics of it, so yeah. But anyway, that chick right there, Nira, I think that's if I'm pronouncing that right. Oh man, she's a pain in the butt, and you'll see why in the upcoming parts. Why exactly is she a pain in the butt? But that guy Torque right there. If I didn't mention before, and we're kind of getting like his backstory. He's from outer space. He's like a galactic patrolman. And the thing is, like, I heard that from the wiki article I was reading, there was DLC, and there was DLC for Torque, like for him to become a playable character as such as himself, to play as. So it was him and some other people to play, as downloadable content. But I don't know. Like I tried looking for downloadable content for this game, but I couldn't find any. So I might have been too late, or I just wasn't looking in the right place, because I'm still kind of new to Steam. I've had it for about a year. I think less than a year actually. So I'm still new to that whole DLC within you know. But I figured the game would tell you when you're searching at least. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's Torque's true identity right there. It's just him without the little beak thing that he has on there, so he looks like, an actual normal person. And he's going to, yeah, he's explaining his pretty much he's explaining his backstory right now, since they found out, well, more like Carol found out that who Torque actually is. So she had to get Lilac to pretty much just uncover his backstory and all that stuff. So he's explaining who Lord Brevin is, and he's explaining pretty much what Lord Brevin wants to do. So, and they're hearing his backstory and his backstory going on right now. So this guy is basically like a mass genocide or murderer or whatever, and he's all that good stuff. So, well, bad stuff if you want to put it in layman's terms. So basically, the reason why Torque is where he is he's basically trying to stop Lord Brevin from accomplish his goal of getting like the jewel that they're there. He's basically trying to get the Kingdom Stone, and if Lord Brevin gets the Kingdom Stone, then everything's just game over. So yeah. But it seems like Lord Brevin killed his captain. So, and Lilac's going on about you can't destroy it from and all that other good stuff. So it's just a lot of dialogue that's just going on between the two of these, the three of these characters. So, like I stated before, it's about 80%. I think I'm being a little harsh. Maybe I want to say maybe 65% dialogue, and the best 35%, if I'm doing my math right. The rest of the 35% is just gameplay itself within the adventure mode. That is, I figure when I'm playing the game, especially a game like this, I didn't think it was gonna be this much dialogue, considering the fact that every person I watched review the game didn't show that much dialogue. Well, that's for reviewing purposes only, but still, I didn't think it was going to be this much dialogue, and everybody pretty much just did their winning pose there. But yeah, I was in quite a surprise when I actually started playing this and saw all this dialogue. I was like, holy shit, man, when am I going to get to the game itself? I mean, understandably, I'm just start ranting, because all I am talking about is just about the dialogue itself. So yeah, but anyway, it seems like the king's son, the prince, like if I was him, like man, every opportunity I get, I would try to take this guy down. But it seems like the prince, he's either brainwashed, or the prince is just a coward following this guy's instructions and stuff like that. Like if I was the prince, I would try to take this dude down every opportunity that I had. But the prince is probably playing it smart, probably. Yeah, but in the end, like, yeah, you'll see, folks. You really will, cause I don't know if this guy is brainwashed or what, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, he's trying to blame the death of his dad on someone else, and you are serving the guy who pretty much just decapitated your dad. That's just, oh man, this game got the this game got its dramas. Oh man, because if I was in that guy's shoes, I definitely wouldn't be doing that at all. So you know, yeah, I'll be super ticked. But yeah, as I stated before, a lot of dialogue. So you know, she's just like me, Carol. She sleeps for half a day. I am, my sleep pattern is all over the place, folks. I'm really more of a night owl. It sucks though, But lately, I've been going to bed pretty early, so I'm kind of grateful for that. That I actually been going to bed around 9, 10 o'clock. But I wake up super early as crap. Today I actually woke up pretty early, but then I kind of fell back to sleep. And then I woke up again, so that sucks. So, yeah. But that's kind of adorable how she could kind of flutter with her ears. Don't make any sense, but it's a video game. It's not supposed to make any logic. When people try to make logic into video games, they often fail. And people tell them, don't worry about applying logic because it's just a video game. But some people can't help it, including myself sometimes. That's only showing that people are really absorbed into the game that they are either watching or playing themselves. Either or, yeah, that's how absorbed you get into the game. At least that's my opinion. But anyway, yeah, they're trying to fly to Shenmue, if I'm correct, even pronouncing that correctly. And basically, they're trying to bring aboard like peace between the two like conflicting nations or something like that. It's kind of like what that reminds me of a lot of animes actually. I've been kind of watching Netflix and anime binging lately. I mean, I can't help it, folks. It's just, oh man, like anime. Not to go off a complete, they knocked the enemy out of the way. Not to go on a complete tangent, but well, I kind of been doing that this whole part. But yeah, anime is just, oh man, there's that guy again, Spade. This guy, man, if he was a playable character, I would play as this guy. I don't know why. He just seems kind of cool. But anyway, anime, what was I talking about? If I could, like, I was talking about anime, like binging on anime, Netflix and stuff like that. Yeah. When's the last time I actually binged on an anime? Trying to think of the last anime I actually binged off of. Oh, have you folks heard of an anime called In Another World with Your Cell Phone or Smartphone? I think it's called In Another World with My Smartphone. Yeah, that's what it's called. I highly recommend that anime, folks. It's a good anime to binge on. I think it's only like 12 episodes. That game, that anime was just fantastic. That character was OP. Like, he basically knows, like, basically the synopsis. I'll just give you the synopsis of it and see if it grabs your attention. Basically, God accidentally kills this kid, and as like this kid gets revived, but he can't get resurrected in his own world. He has to go to another world in order to be revived. And God gives him, he wants the request of having his smartphone with him in that other world. And God requested, God pretty much grants him that permission, and he gets resurrected in another world. The thing is, this kid knows like all the magic within that world. That kid is like OP, folks. Like, that's basically the synopsis of it. Like, if that kid was like truly like evil, that kid could not be stopped. Like, if he were to take over that world, he could. But that kid, he's kind of laid back, so he doesn't care. But speaking of in the game, as we finally got gameplay now, this stage right here, I enjoyed this stage a lot, folks. I really did. Yeah, this stage right here, it reminds me a lot of the kind of vibe I get off of this stage is from Sonic Unleashed, the what is it, Dragon Road or something like that. I think it was called Dragon Road, or whatever that stage is within Sonic Unleashed. It gives me that vibe. I think it's Dragon Road though. But yeah, if it had that music, even though this game is like, there's probably a mod out there that has like where you can put your own music within this game. If it is, that'd be pretty, that theme would fit here. Probably the daytime theme would most likely fit here, or the night, either one. But yeah, I'll eventually be getting to that game soon enough, folks. I got to get the rest of the Sonic games out of the way first. But I am not looking forward to that game at all. Sonic Unleashed, I'm talking about. The music in that game is fantastic, but I am not looking forward to that game at all, folks. And I'll explain why within the next part. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here, folks, and I'll see you in part 4 of the Freedom Planet playthrough.